Hello and welcome, my perfect level Leafs. So, we got Kano Weismon last time. Is it the other two's turn this time, maybe? Well, let's dive right into it and go have a look.
Episode 29, Monster Pollen. So, while in the shopping center, Kyo and Jellymon find this little girl, crying. What is that? I thought it was a little girl, but is this some kind of Digimon? I mean, just look at her, this definitely is not a human. And this is Academic Genius, her favorite morning cartoon hero. That looks just like Kyo, so she thinks Kyo is heroic. You will be surprised, but not in a good way. Okay, so the center is covered in strange pollen that make people unconscious, which is a great and interesting setup for a scary story. But more importantly, that guy in the hoodie looks protagonisty. I wonder if he will get a bigger role. Here we have a Digimon that is rarely seen, but could be used as a good mob in the games. Kodokugumon, which Kyo mistakes for a Dokugumon for obvious reasons. But this setting is really nice. You can't leave the mall, and everywhere are little spiders. Someone turn that into a horror movie. Come on. Hiro and Ruli try to figure this out as well, with Ruli just flying up onto a non-finished building. But this is a nice shot, and a great idea. But can they actually do anything from outside? Well, Kyo fell unconscious, and Jellymon gives him a shock. Now he is the cool guy. Reminds you of a certain sword-wielding blonde. But, cool as he might be now, he still got hit and thus poisoned. So we have a timer now on top of everything. I do like this episode so far. She knows that the Kodokugumon, or whatever is controlling them, comes from above, huh? I know you are not what you pose to be. No way! While trying to get to the mall through the subways, Hiro and Ruli meet a Harrismon. They actually remember that one. And it talks about some citadel. I wonder if there will be something bigger going on with it later in the series. I would be up for it. Okay, the cause of the pollen is a Toropiamon. But what does this have to do with Kodokugumon? Well, Kyo trips and is back to his old self, which I really like, and you see why soon. Ah, so the Kodokugumon are basically just like a parasite for Toropiamon. It wants to get them off, but they suck out its poison and inflict it to others that way. Interesting. Nice to see some Digimon interaction like this. And this is part of what I mentioned about being glad to have the normal Kyo back. He, even if he is dying from poison right now, overcomes himself, standing up again, leading to Tesla Jellymon's evolution. This would not have worked as well with Cool Kyo, because, well, the impact we get from him overcoming his fears, leading to this evolution, would just not be the same. And Tesla Jellymon became Tethysmon. I love how this looks. From a girly child to a teenie, and now a grown woman. The jellyfish-like dress is a cool way to get the jellyfish design into it. And the coloration just looks great. When it comes to the name, Tethys is a figure in Greek mythology with varying mythological roles. She mainly appears as a sea nymph, a goddess of water, or one of the 15 Nereids, daughter of the ancient sea god Nereus. And, well, by using the geniusly named attack Dokutis, it defeats Toropiamon with poison, like fighting fire with fire. But now, why did it do all that? It wanted to give a signal to its friends, because it was lost? I mean, okay, but it has to know that other creatures react badly to its pollen, so it just didn't care about that? Pretty mean, in the least. Well, Tethysmon is able to neutralize everyone's poison and the day is saved again. Such a great episode with a great payoff. I like teasing Kyo, but he really shined in this one. Episode 30, Bad Friend. I still don't get why people buy that Gammamon as a hologram. It eats. Where do you think that food goes? But well, today is a story about a girl who won't leave her home and turns everyone into a puppet. Because they won't hang out with her anymore. Except that they actually do want to do that, but she is the one not leaving the house. She even dolls the pizza guy because he is a bit late. Cut those guys some slack, traffic can be unpredictable. And yeah, she dolled her father right in front of her mother. So what could she do against scary plushies? She does try talking to her calmly, but if a child doesn't want to listen, what can you do? Oh, sure. Just because she is friends with Ruli, who is pretty famous on the internet, you assume she doesn't want to hang out anymore? That is completely on you. Ruli's friend here is totally up for being around you, being a friend. If you decline a hand that is stretched out to you, that is on you and you alone. Also, Gammamon's Roomba journey continues. And she continues on turning everyone into a puppet just because they come across her. I'm sure people will like you for that. Kyo gets turned into a doll as well. And he looks very lanky. They should sell these dolls. Oh no, she cuts Kyo open to give him a new hairstyle. I mean, he definitely will survive and be turned back, so I really want to see him after that redesign. Oh yes, I really want to see him like this. Well, our remaining heroes finally confront her. And while they are fighting, little Miss Audacity here whines because she doesn't want to be alone again. Like I said, this was all on her. No one ever pushed her away. She decided to not go out anymore. See, Monzaemon agrees. Listen to the big yellow teddy, because, well, in this case, it is right. Well, this happened. Remember when I said they should sell these dolls? Maybe they shouldn't after all. I always love it if this stuff happens. An evil and a good version of a Digimon fighting each other. I would also love to see them progressing, but that happens far less often, so I'm happy with this. Well, after the battle, everything's fine, everyone gets turned back, and this girl has learned her lesson. Now being friends again. And we kinda see Kyo's new hairdo. Monzaemon is going to watch over Varu Monzaemon and ex-Tyrannomon, so this won't happen again as well. Creepy episode again, but with a nice outcome at the end. I enjoyed it a lot. Episode 31, Killer Blade. Well, there's a rumor about a Digimon with a sword slashing a lot of people. And here we have Hanumon, which normally has a bone, not a sword. But this sword looks like Mushamon's. But as soon as Angoramon touches the blade, Hanumon gets absorbed and Angoramon possessed. We can even see its eyes. Interesting. And this is totally not creepy. But surely Angoramon can overcome this blade. Right? Right? Well, it saps away at Angoramon's life if it doesn't cut down someone. So at one point I guess it will be too weak to withstand. And so it happens. And this looks really concerning. How will they free it? Well, the battle's on, and we see Chaos Gammamon again! Nice! But it cuts Chaos Gammamon as well as Tesla Jellymon, really weakening them. This is quite some suspense, because there might be several things that could happen now, but you don't know what will happen. And what happens is that the katana comes loose, flying up into the air, turning into Mushamon, like I thought. Well, I didn't know it was inside of the blade, but it belonged to it. Also, question, why is Mushamon a wizard Digimon in the dub? In the original, it is a demon man, which fits it. But wizard? Musha even is a Japanese word for warrior, so... What? They fused while going through a digital gate? I hope that is a rare accident. I hope that this happens more often. Could turn into some interesting stories. So, Gamamon has a mysterious power inside of it, huh? Well, theory. He actually is Hiro's brother. A Digimon created from Hiro's DNA. That would be interesting, right? Well, even as Simbara Angoramon, it has a hard time. So, evolution maybe? Actually, I kinda don't want it. Both of them are adult levels, so I think a stronger enemy would be better for it to evolve. But a Zubamon appears to help. One of the legend arms arrives. And it even turns into a weapon for Angoramon to use. This is awesome. Also, theory incoming in a few weeks. Stay tuned and maybe give me a subscribe to not miss it. Wait. A bunny with a sword. Isn't that? Also, in classical samurai movie fashion, 1/ solves it. Also, all the humans come back from the blade. The Digimon probably still dead. Oops. And oh look, Black Tearmon is back with an answer from Hiro's dad. Hiro asks what to do with Digimon that are problematic to handle, and he answers no idea. Like father, like son, I guess. Because he could have asked so much. And this was what he wanted to know? And then that answer? Oh well. This episode was great, and I loved the use of a legend arm in it. This show just keeps being great. Episode 32. Who are you? Gamamon left to see a friend. But what is this? Another Gamamon? Hiro opens the door to that other Gamamon and, well, it was so obvious this is about Betsumon. But Hiro doesn't realize it, even with that strange face. Guess it has some hypnotic ability. And Gamamon's friend isn't showing up, so it probably was said Betsumon. And here we get a first look at Betsu Gamamon. Well, this episode is a lot of going back and forth between those two without anything really happening. But it is sad that Hiro doesn't recognize the real Gamamon anymore and thinks it is some other Digimon. And it's not only Hiro, but everyone Gamamon knows. Leading to this adorably sad scene. I'm not crying. You are. Oh look! It's a Mekumon! Oh look! Mekumon is gone now! Well, the thought is really creepy. You disappear because people forget you. But with something like Mekumon, you'd think something bigger would happen, right? They got Jellymon as well and plan to take over the whole dorm. Oh no! And of course Kota gets it as well. He always gets it. I wonder if he will also get a Digimon. And then, while picnicking, Hiro realizes that the fake one is, well, the fake one. Because it can't eat any more chocolate. Gamamon can only be true if it is an unfillable black hole of chocolate-eating goodness. In a way, it is sad that this was needed for him to realize. But hey, we see Wesen Gamamon again, nice. Well, shortly after, we get Kano Weismon, easily defeat them, and Clockmon will take care of them now. Honestly, nothing much happened. The episode was a bit of fun, but overall rather boring and would have been better as a short or something. But the new ending is nice.
So, what did you think about this episode, and why is Betsumon your favorite Digimon, you weirdo? Tell me in the comments down below. Also, while you are down there, fire Dokutis and like, subscribe, and that little bell to keep updated whenever I upload a new video. Also, check out the links in the description leading to my Twitter and Instagram, where I post stuff and keep you updated as well, as to my Twitch, where I livestream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and once Digimon Survivors is out, also on Mondays, streaming exactly that one. I hope to see you over there as well. And until next time, bye!